Let's go.
I'm gonna show you what to do. You just keep on hitting that motherfucker. You gonna eventually break through. Yeah. I just keep on applying pressure. I keep on applying pressure. Like Yola ain't gon' let her. Full cold brush. I keep on applying pressure. I just keep on applying pressure. They don't want that brush. Cause they can't handle brush. The same pressure that busts a pipe. Yeah, can turn a quarter to a dime. Yeah, I've been running for my life. Yeah, got that pressure right behind. Yeah, you gotta fight that fight with fire. Keep that pressure right beside. Yeah. My blood pressure high, but my light bill higher, so I stack that paper higher. Get a air with a smile. I just keep on applying pressure. I keep on applying pressure. Like Yola ain't gon' let her. Full cold brush. I keep on applying pressure. I just keep on applying pressure. They don't want that pressure. Cause they can't handle pressure.
He thought I quit dick. Thought I had done gave up. Nah, he ain't gon' make it. Thought I would, bitch, I done came up. He don't give a same for. Same little fingers up. 8 to get gorilla. Still hanging these same nuts. Wake up for that dang nuts. Cheap, please. No, they in sleep, silly. Sheep, dreaming. But I'm more now. Yellow collar. Yeah, when you think you got my back against the wall, pull out that pressure washer. If you can't change it, then don't worry about it. But if you can, get off your ass and go and do something about it. Do something. Don't let that pressure stress you. When it get extra hectic, just be ready to shoot when it's your turn to draw, huh? It's just sketchy. Everybody ain't built for this. Everybody ain't built for this.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I just keep on applying pressure. I keep on applying pressure. Like Yola ain't gon' let her. Full cold brush. I keep on applying pressure. I just keep on applying pressure. They don't want that pressure. Cause they can't handle pressure. Where you going? Come here. I'm on your neck now.
Let's go.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Let's go,
All
man.
things are possible through he who strengthens me.
Wake your motherfucking asses up.
No load, no burden, no worries too great. Yeah, I live for what I die for.
Don't forget to put where you from in the motherfucking chats, baby. Yes. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, don't forget to represent where you from in the motherfucking chats. It's Monday, man. What the fuck? Oh, shit. We made it. Another weekend down. Let me go ahead and wait till some people get in the motherfucking chat, man. Let's go, man. We out here. We're going to get some people in the motherfucking chat, baby. It's Monday. Shouts out to everybody out there in the motherfucking chat right now. V Mystery 33 says, "What's up?" Says, "Yerp." What's good with everybody out there in the motherfucking chats, man? Listen here. I wanted to make sure that I gave a few moments for everybody, you know what I'm saying, to come in the chats here and there, whatever the case may be. But I'm still going to go ahead and carry on with everything that I came here to talk about today, because you already know what it is. Your boy Wavy Boy live with the Midday Wave, man. I always bring that wave to you, man. What's happening in the world with the people, you know what I'm talking about? And over the weekend, we had a couple things that happened after the Friday edition of the Wave podcast on the Midday. So we had Denzel Washington and among others to receive something very prestigious. Matter of fact, very presidential. Yeah, buddy. There we go. We got Uncle Denzel in the motherfucking building, man. So a couple days ago, whatever the case may be, Denzel Washington, among others, have received the President Joe Biden, or the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest the highest medal of honor that a civilian can achieve. So basically, if you out there and you doing your philanthropy, if you doing your thug thizzle in your community, you too can win a Presidential Medal of Freedom honor as well. We got Hillary Clinton up there. We got Bill Nye, Magic Johnson up there. We got some other people that was up there as well, man. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk shit about Hillary and so forth. You know, Hillary, she got her little political past and some people don't agree with it. But you know what? Hillary Clinton has been putting in that motherfucking work. So as long as you putting in that motherfucking work, at least you can win an honor award too. Plus, I feel like Joe Biden is like, man, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and look out for my people before I leave office, man. Look at this. We also had Ralph Lauren up there. So if you ever owned a polo before, if you ever bought a fresh ass big polo, small polo, all that shit, you got this man right here to thank. And I think, honestly, that Ralph Lauren deserves the fuck out of this shit, man. Some of the best goddamn collar shirts I ever wore in my life. I own plenty of the Ralph Lauren polo shirts, the big polos too. You know what I'm talking about? So shouts out to Ralph Lauren, man. If you ever own some draws, man, even the draws is high quality, man. And then we got Magic Johnson tall ass up here receiving the goddamn medal, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Shouts out to Magic Johnson, man. And this is what I wanted to get to. I wanted to send my love to the other recipients as well. But you know what? When it comes to Magic Johnson, man, even though he was fucking out there and he caught all the goddamn diseases known to man. I'm just joking, Magic Johnson. I love you. Even though he was very transparent with his HIV status, as they quoted in this motherfucking ceremony, Magic Johnson still has put in that work in philanthropy. Magic Johnson has still went out there and did his goddamn thing in the business world. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about winning medals of honors, yes, I do think that these are all Joe Biden's homeboys, and they already know that things are going to be a little bit different in a few days on the 20th when Uncle Trump get into office. So I think he's just looking out for everybody and giving everybody their flowers. I think that's just what it's all about, man. Yes, these people deserve it for all the reasons that I mentioned, but of course, we all know how this goes, man. Joe Biden's just being one of them homeboys. Is like, man, look, man, I can't do much for you, but you know what? I can at least hook you up with a medal, and then you could take that about your goddamn business, man. So shouts out to everybody out there that received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Getting back to Denzel real quick. You know, like, and when it comes to people like Denzel Washington has played every goddamn character known to man. He has been putting on for the black community as far as black male actors for a very long time, man. Some of my favorite movies have Denzel Washington in it. Everybody's favorite movie is going to be Training Day, but then at the end of the day, he had movies like Out of Time. If you ain't never seen the movie Out of Time with Denzel Washington, then you ain't know nothing about infidelity, because Denzel Washington was running around in that goddamn movie, and that movie was pretty damn awesome to see. Shouts out to Denzel Washington, man. Yeah, man, putting in that motherfucking work. Yeah, man, it's your boy Wavy Boy here, man. Yeah, we just talking about a couple things, man. I really wanted to go ahead and share my love out there to the people, the recipients out there that received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Yeah, so in other news right now, in other news, We got Nicki Minaj out here being sued for assault and battery by former manager. So according to World Star, you already know what it is. I get my news from the internet. I don't give a damn. I get my news out here, and it be pretty accurate as well. So when we got according to reports, Nicki Minaj is being sued by her former manager Brandon Garrett, who claims she hit him during her tour, knocking his hat off. Garrett alleges that Nicki became furious after learning she once sent someone else to pick up her prescription, and confronted her team about their responsibilities. So basically, she's being accused of being very abusive towards her team, the people that take care of everything, her management team, people that go get food, prescriptions. I mean, there's so many different positions within the management team with the artist, that apparently she's being accused and being sued by Brandon Garrett. Listen, what is going on with all these lawsuits, man? But whatever. If it's true, it's true. You need to get your money, get your money. But the thing about knocking his hat off, that's pretty damn funny. Because I'm not suing nobody just because they knocked my damn hat off. I'm just that's kind of crazy, you know what I mean? But I get it. In the legal terms, any unwanted striking, touching, whatever the case may be in the law, you can't do that, or that does constitute as assault or battery. Especially if you put your hands on someone, that becomes battery. Assault can just be you stepping to somebody real close. So people out there who's wondering why this man could sue by his hat being knocked off or something like that, where it doesn't necessarily mean that she touched him. Assault and battery is two different things. You know what I'm saying? When they add assault and battery into it together, that's when the shit get worse. But assault could just be stepping to somebody, invading someone's space. That could be assault. Assault can be just as much as me threatening you that I'm going to do something to you. And she is being it is alleged that she's being accused of the assault and battery. So basically, by any unwanted striking, touching, hitting, whatever the case is, pushing, shoving, that constitute as battery. Nicki Minaj, get your motherfucking shit together. I hope she ain't out here beating up on her management team. But that's what's in the news, man. Shouts out to Nicki Minaj, man. Shouts out to motherfucking Nicki Minaj. Everybody out there in the motherfucking chat, shouts out to you, man. We got everybody. We do this every Monday through Friday in between 1 and 2. It used to be 12, but then I might move it back to 12. If it makes sense more for other people that's on their lunch breaks, we'll try to finagle that out there. Yeah, man, we'll keep going in a second, man. I want to make sure I get some people in here. What we got going on over here on Instagram? Not a damn. Shouts out to everybody out there in Facebook land as well. Don't forget to put where you from in the chat, even if you just stopping by, so we could do some shout outs as well, man. Let's go. Where we at? Where we at?
Buddha.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get back to it, man. I'm still gonna talk my shit. You know what I mean? Let's go. So in the news right now, also too, a couple of days ago, as shit keeps getting more crazy out here in 2025. We got my boy, my motherfucking dog right here, man. We got Fred Curley, man, tased and punched by officers during the Miami Beach arrest. Video shows that these motherfuckers out here did abuse of force, abuse, all that shit, roll up into one. We are too used to seeing this shit, unfortunately. But when it comes to people who put their motherfucking bodies on the line, pause, for this country, people who went out there and ran for motherfucking the gold, the silver, the bronze, all that shit, man. When you got people out there doing their goddamn thing for this country, man, I cannot begin to tell you how disgusted I am with this stuff, man. This stuff right here gotta stop. So according to the report, body camera footage released by Miami Beach Police Department captures the tense encounter on January 2nd. You know what I'm saying? Because these things are just coming out, man. I'm telling you, I don't know why they keep thinking that technology just not going to put this shit out there, man. But basically, this happened on the 2nd of January, where the situation escalated into a heated argument leading to a physical altercation. Officers wrestled the athlete to the ground, used the taser, and charged him with battery, resisting an officer, and disorderly conduct. Another angle of the incident, shared by Curly's girlfriend, DJ Sky High Baby, shows one officer relentlessly punching the 29-year-old while on the ground. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play this here. Of course, this may trigger some people. This may not. What's good with you, Mr. Harrell, 71 in the motherfucking building over there. Shouts out to everybody over there in Instagram land. Shouts out to everybody over here in Facebook land. Don't worry. We only talked about a couple things so far. We didn't even get to the real juicy stuff yet. Pause. How you doing today? Don't forget to put where you're from in the chats if you're stopping by as well. We're going to keep it rolling. So here's the video right here.
Stop! Yeah, I'm going to tase him. Stop! 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 You didn't do anything! You didn't do anything! Stop! 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 Yeah, I'm going to tase him. Stop! 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 Stop!
All right. I know that may be a little triggering to some. I get it. But basically that's what happened, man. We gotta get to the root of this. I mean, not just for the professional athletes, not just for, people that have money or people that have status, but for everybody, man. This is like getting out of hand with this police shit, man. It's getting out of hand. And you know what? When I see this and I see this Miami police style brutality, it seems like they're pretty used to doing this. And when I see the groups of people that are doing this, of course, traditionally a lot of people want to try to blame the white people and stuff like that. But these people ain't white, man. These people are not white. These people are most likely either Cuban or some type of Latin descent, somewhere in that motherfucking somewhere. And obviously this type of culture is being cultivated some way, somehow, somewhere. And we got to get to the bottom of it, man. We all saw what happened to Tyreek Hill earlier in the season with Miami police. Group of people that look of the same ethnicity as well. Being very aggressive, being very forceful with abuse of force, punching, ready just to inflict violence as soon as they can get an opportunity. And I'm trying to figure out how these types of things keep getting swept under the rug. When we talk about the police brutality, we talk about things that go on in this country. I think we need to get past the point of worrying about what color these people are that are doing this, because see, if you want to go back, if you want to be real about it, what happened about in Memphis, the police officers that killed that man over that girl, there was a group of black dudes that joined together and was doing some shit some shady shit, right? Police officers, right? And then if you go down in Florida, you go to Miami, then you have a group of a different ethnicity of police officers doing shit like this as well. And then if you go more up north, or you go down through the Bible Belt and so forth, and then also in Texas and other places like that, then you get the other ethnicity. So that's three different ethnicities that we're talking about here. So when we talk about, we can't keep screaming just a racial thing. We need to start talking about the police culture all in itself. The police culture all in itself seems to be seems to be cultivating a culture of aggression towards a certain type or a certain demographic, or just maybe to the civilians in entirety. So this is the type of shit that we got to deal with, man. Now this man here, if you don't know, this man, look at this. This is another angle right here. Now if you missed the other angle, let's keep going.
Why are you punching him? You're punching him.
As you hear women, people screaming, stop, stop, stop. Now, how many times have we seen videos where people are yelling, hey, 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 stop, stop, stop. Hey, that's too much. Hey, is that necessary? How many times are we going to see videos surface where police brutality is clearly being taken place? But even when people are yelling to stop, see, I think there's something not right with that. Because the way that I see, I want to ask a question. Any police officers out there, any law enforcement out there, anybody that have any real insight knowledge on these types of events and things, or the way that the police department is supposed to run things, can anybody help me out and tell me, what is it about police that make them that want to be so aggressive? It's almost like police are like pit bulls at this point in time, where like, even when, no matter what you do, even if you were to hit them with a stick, obviously we don't hit police, we don't want to attack. I'm talking about, it's the mindset, like the ideology behind the way that policing is being approached nowadays is almost the same as watching a video with a pit bull that won't let go of a child, or a pit bull that won't let go of someone, even though everyone in the community is yelling stop, is yelling hey, is splashing water, is hitting the dog, and so forth. But if you watch the police brutality videos, it looks the same. It looks the same. And it's easy for people to say, okay, well, he was resisting arrest, maybe he should just comply, and all type of things. But like, if you really think about it, no one wants to be drug all across the ground. I think he's pretty much subdued. I think that if you're dealing with an athlete of this type of caliber anyway, I get it. You shouldn't make no special exceptions for those people, but you should still be able to de-escalate these types of situations with people who at least handle, that handle professionalism all the time. So where does the professionalism disconnect that between one professional, which is the police officers, and then the other professional, which would be an athlete or any other professional doing any other thing? I just don't understand, where does the disconnect keep coming from? I get it. Sometimes people, they get irrational, they're emotional about a situation. But what is it that when the police officer arrives to the scene, even though the police officers aren't a threat when they show up, they're not really showing up to be a threat. We know that as regular people. But what is it that gets it to this point in time, where people, like, the police got to wrestle you got to wrestle with them, or whatever the case may be? I think the in-between parts need to be more investigated with these situations, with the way that the way police are approaching these situations, because quite frankly, this is getting out of hand. And with the climate that we have going on in this country right now, with all the rebellion, the rebellious attitude, the retaliation, the mentality, people doing things because of, I think that this should be a good time where police officers need to sit down with each other and really go over exactly how they can start trying to mitigate some of these situations a little bit more. Sometimes what you have may be close enough, but it ain't good enough. So wherever it is, I think that police officers need to look more into this. And then also too, Fred Curley, man, God bless you. You done won some medals and all that stuff, but we got to make sure that people that if you got shit going on, man, I don't know what exactly happened. They don't show what happened beforehand, but you know what I mean, like prayers go out to him, his family, and everybody out there like that, because nobody wants to be dragged and scraped all across the ground. Because I can assure you, once 2 to 3 to 4 people get a hold of you that all lift weights or all work out or whatever the case may be, it's kind of hard and difficult to make sure that your face don't go slamming down on the ground. I think that's just human reaction, you know, like natural human reaction. When a bunch of people grab you, and that's another thing. The whole thing about slamming people to the ground shit, just because they're loud, just because if they didn't put their hands on somebody, man, that's another thing. People don't want to be slammed on concrete. They need to outlaw that shit. They need to outlaw that shit where if you don't if you don't have a good reason, you should not be slamming civilians on the ground. I think that starts a lot of that shit, that resistance shit, because it's hard for someone to keep their composure when they're being slammed face first on concrete, like this is WWE, like this is a sidewalk slam, like this is a motherfucking rock bottom. That's the shit that need to be outlawed with how they approach policing. Maybe if people weren't so scared about having their arm ripped around them and then them being slammed forward without their control, natural human reaction won't kick in. It's called fight or flight. Do you want your face and skull splashed up against the fucking concrete? No, nobody does. So I think they need to work on the way that they approach these things and apprehension of people that, even if they're disorderly or they seem to be irate in some way, just make sure that we make sure that we don't make it worse. That's gonna make it worse. Because once you show that you have, I don't know if they even telling police officers this type of shit, or is it not just important enough to tell them, hey, it just makes sense, you know? Once you show that you don't have any regard for someone's body, someone's face, someone's skull, their bones, the shit that they don't want to break and it's going to cost money. Once you show them that you don't give a damn whether they live to see the after the slam or not, then people are going to react that way, man. It's like, shit, it's either I die right here from them beating the shit out of me, or I try to get the fuck from under here. But why is that? Why is it easy for me to think about that, but then it's so difficult for them to think about that? And I mean, they have psychologists and all type of people that work for the police department that can easily think of shit like this. It's simple. People don't want to be hurt just because you came. Pause. But I digress, man. Shouts out to everybody in the motherfucking chat, man. I'm so sick of seeing the goddamn police brutality shit, man. Shouts out to Curly, man. Nobody wants to be slammed on their fucking face. At all. At all. All right, so let's move on to the next shit, man. So I'm gonna go. I have not read this one yet. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got one. See, I know a lot of people out there, they always want to come to this channel and say, why don't you do anything or talk about anything that has to do with any other ethnicities, which I do anyway. But here we go. Right for you. Well, I could listen. Let me tell you something. Sometimes, you know, I told you, this is the year of reveal, baby. Last year was the year of truth, and this is the year of reveal. So right now they are revealing that Skip Bayless, everybody knows Skip Bayless, former Fox Sports former Fox sports analyst, former ESPN analyst, and so forth. Skip Bayless is in the news because he is being sued for sexual harassment. This suit claims that Dixon groped her at a party, and Bayless made unwanted advances. Including lingering hugs and offering 1.5 million for sex. Faraji, who worked at Fox Sports from 2012 to 2023, also alleges that FS1 host Joy Taylor dismissed her concerns. The lawsuit seeks class action status, monetary damages, and a jury trial. So, when we talk about it, man, listen here, we got it. We got it, man. Listen. Lord knows I don't want to see anything happen to people and people are getting sued left and right. But man, listen here. When it comes to Skip Bayless, we would have never thought. And I want to know what fucking Ernestine thinks about this. You know, Ernestine, Skip Bayless is a married man. Skip Bayless is also married to a woman named Ernestine. Ernestine has been with Skip for a very long time. There's no telling whether they're into that type of shit or not. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Skip Bayless is not hard to believe, man. A lot of these people, they get drunk, they do different things. It's not hard to believe. If we're going to hold other people accountable in society for these lawsuits and things of that nature, I'm not saying that anybody, I don't care if it's Diddy, I don't give a fuck, from goddamn Donald Duck to Skip Bayless. I don't know if they're guilty or not, but you know what, though? You're in the news from this type of shit. And you know what? What I've learned in the past is you can't just let stuff like this get swept under the rug. You got to talk about it. So for years, we've seen Skip, and he's always had an upper hand as far as contracts, all the way from being the host of the shows and controlling this and controlling that. But it looks like right now he can't control this shit right now. This is coming down, pause, and he is going to have to speak on this at some point in time. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But I'm sure he might speak on his own podcast. I'm sure his wife wants to know what the hell's going on as well. Or maybe she already knew. They got Skip in here looking fucked up in this goddamn picture, though. I tell you that shit. He was drinking right now in that picture. Shouts out to everybody in the motherfucking chats right now, man. We just going along talking about some stuff. It's Monday, and you already know how it goes, man. It's Monday, baby. I know a lot of people got things to do. A lot of people might be at work. Shouts out to all my fellow Capricorns out there as well. The hour is 1:44 Eastern Standard Time, man. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of the live, you can always join in. Don't forget to mention where you're from for the shout out. And also you could join in on the lives whenever you want, if you want to talk about anything, to get anything out to the people as well. You'll be live on multiple platforms. We're always live on 3 different platforms at least. That includes always Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. So we're live all the time on multiple platforms every Monday through Friday, the Midday Wave with your boy Wavve Boy live. And we still got stuff to talk about. We're not done. We're not fucking done, dog. We're not fucking done. Now, this story right here was kind of crazy, though. Oh, no, they even get, man, fuck that. All righty. God damn it. Shouts out to everybody out there over in Instagram land and Facebook land. Yes, indeedy. All right. I will run some goddamn reruns on y'all ass. Shouts out to everybody out there from all over the world.